Bahwell movement began in 1992 when Jay Lamar, Heath Hoagland, Todd Lancaster, and myself came to school here at ACU. And basically, the teachers here were using those old tired methods to try to get us to be creative, but we actually had specific ideas of where we wanted to go, and we had the energy to do what we needed to do, and we knew what we needed to do. And the teachers believed that our minds were the old tabula rasa, that we were blank tablets, that we needed to be informed about what was going on outside in art, that we needed to know. When as a matter of fact, they didn't know what was going on in the art world because they've been cooped up here and they become too lazy and too used to being cooped up in their little world inside ACU's bubble. The Bahwell movement has some very specific beliefs. Our system of beliefs comes straight from our heart, from our very soul of pain. We believe not in using old, antiquated ideas, but in very, I wouldn't say modern, because even that word itself is old, but useful ideas. People today, kids, even school, are being taught not to think for themselves, but to think for the teacher, think from the teacher. Kids are being taught that the ideas that were brought into creation in the 50s, 60s, especially the 70s and beginning of the 80s, in the modern movements such as abstraction and non-objectivism are the best way to go about creating art. As for inspiration, ours has been pretty much negative inspiration rather than positive, but regardless of positive or negative or whether it had no impact on us at all, we still would have had the same amount of creativity and fire. Naturally, the Bahwell movement itself hasn't been without casualties because there are, those people who would mislead others, and some of those, Jay Lamar and Heath Hoagland, the couple that I mentioned earlier, where they decided to leave actually, whether it was from their own accord or someone misled them into leaving, but hopefully they found their true path somewhere else. So basically the Bahwell movement is exactly what you would think of when you would hear me say Bahwell movement. It's the ridding yourself of the unclean, the waste, the impure things that your body cannot digest. It's basically our movie's way of throwing off the old and putting on the new and ridding ourselves of old horrid ideas that they wish to rape our minds with.